See those numbers rolling? So today is August 3rd, 2021. This is Vincent Milletti, founder, owner, partner of Milletti Law, and I have a very special guest today. Introduce yourself, Holden.
I'm Holden.
He's Holden. This is my godson. This is my wife's sister's son, Holden
Nephew.
Pascarella. No, wife's sister's son.
Yeah, so...
Wife?
So,
my nephew.
So...
Right. Yeah, buddy. We're definitely not going to finish this in 10 minutes. I guarantee. So, this video was brought about because last time I discovered that CDC had a very funny article for some reason. Since 2011, they're doing the zombie apocalypse outline.
Yeah, I saw a Wikipedia page about that.
Wikipedia page about that. Holden saw it. And I thought this was very funny in the car because I was trying to do something and I was telling Christine no, but she thought I was saying yes. And Holden came. It was actually very funny. So, without further ado, we're going to be trying to do this again in less than 10 minutes, and we've already killed a minute. Are you ready, Holden?
Yeah.
Perfect. Holden, you know what the CDC does?
Yeah.
Don't look at this camera.
Yeah, they're the people who tell you what to do when there's some kind of pandemic.
All right, close. Very good, though. By the way, how old are you, Holden?
9.
9 years old. Can you imagine? He's smarter than a lot of you people that ask me questions. So, anyway, so the CDC has a variety of functions. The top 3 functions are going to be, emergency operations, state and local readiness, and safeguarding research. The reason why he says the pandemic, obviously, is because that's all he sees on the news all day. You would think that there was nothing else going on, like the governor was molesting numerous women. You wouldn't notice that. You would just know COVID. So, generally speaking, the CDC has a variety of functions.
Wasn't that the president?
No, it was Cuomo. You live in Florida. So he lives in Florida. His governor is not crazy. My governor is crazy. He lives with DeSantis. Some of you think his governor's crazy. It's really not. All right. So long story short, the CDC decided to have some tips and guidance and advice on how to handle the zombie pandemic. Why, I don't know, but whatever. It's interesting as hell.
They told you to get aid kits, canned food, Band-Aids, things like that.
He's doing this from memory. I have a script. He doesn't.
Water. Things like that.
Good. Okay. Right. So we're gonna get started. Okay. So what we're gonna do? How we're gonna do this here? We're gonna go through the CDC's requirements one by one for this, and Holden is going to explain to all of you how this operates. So the first step for the CDC in the event of a zombie outbreak, those of you who are conspiracy theorists will recall Raccoon City from Resident Evil. If you take the word raccoon, you switch it over, it spells Corona. And in Raccoon City, there were zombies. So it works out well. Could be conspiracy, could be truth. So the 2 things that the CDC likes to begin with, mobilizing the youth and mobilizing centers. So Holden, as part of the youth, what do you think would be the most effective use of your time to mobilize children such as yourself to inform and educate people? How would you go about informing and educating people about what's going on with the zombie apocalypse?
I really don't know. I feel like the news would do all of that work.
Perfect. So the news would do all of that work. So the CDC would like the children to have fairs, create posters, and do cute things, probably to keep them occupied. So the second thing the CDC likes, they said in the event of a zombie apocalypse, is to have emergency prepared stations, locations for sort of information.
And you should probably build some watchtowers and guns.
Watchtowers, right. Watchtowers and guns. Guns, too. Guns are very important. And he's 9 years old and gets at people. You guys won't give him away.
We already wasted 4 minutes.
Damn, really? 4 minutes already? All right, whatever. It'll stay on. Maybe we're lucky. Maybe it records until 10, then turns over. All right. So basically, what do you think, in the event of a zombie apocalypse, what would you want to collect in order to preserve yourself and, try to survive? What would you want to collect?
There's not too many things, but sealed water, canned food, and that's really all I need, but some Band-Aids just in case.
Gotcha. So Band-Aids just in case. So what happens if you get bit by a zombie? What do you do?
I'll just amputate it.
Cool. He's gonna. I am not amputating. I like my arms. I like my legs and my fingers and toes. I'm not amputating nothing. I'm gonna take my chances. Okay. What kind of canned foods would you want to collect in the situation?
Yeah, if you got turned into a zombie, you'd be pretty buff. You'd be a buff zombie.
That's it, people. That's it. You're all fired. Whoever works for me, he's replacing you all. He knows. That's it. My wife is out of the will.
You just throw people.
Perfect. I'd be throwing people as a zombie because I'd also have superpowers. I'd also be obscenely strong because zombies are very strong. I've seen them in Resident Evil. All right. So, question: What would, as far as foods, what would you collect in canned foods?
Really just Chef Boyardee.
Oh, he remembers my conversation from last time. What else did I say?
We might need to get some peas.
I hate these people.
I'm so sorry, I messed you up.
So we might need to get some peas.
What about locks? Should we get locks on the door?
I am not going to eat lox.
I meant locks to keep dawn out.
Oh, I thought you meant lox as in fish.
Well, that is also another good idea. Lox as fish is a good idea. He doesn't like it, but it's very healthy. Do you know why lox is healthy for you?
Fish.
Omega-3 fatty acids, people. Omega-3 fatty acids. All right, next up. All right, so we've gone through mobilizing people. We've gone through what we're going to collect. Now, the next question is mobilizing government for certain activities. So, question. If you were the mayor of the city, how would you mobilize and what would you do to prepare your residents?
There's not much I can do myself. I would try to build up walls around the area, and we would send out watch groups to look for other survivors.
So, okay, cool. That's cool. All right, so that's interesting. Walls, people in Texas, walls. All right, so we build a wall. Guns are important. What do you need guns? Knives, axes. What do you need those things for? For what?
Killing zombies.
That's right. But if they're already dead, how are you going to kill them? What do you got to do?
Well, they will still die, even though they're dead. You can kill things that are undead, but you can't kill things that are dead.
He lost me. We're going to shoot zombies and we're going to stab them with knives and possibly punch them with brass knuckles. Okay, cool. Do you see it? All right, so let's say specific roles. If you were the chief of police, what would you do if you were the chief of police?
I would just look for more survivors and get like heavy guns.
Heavier guns.
Yeah, and try to kill the zombies and find survivors.
Perfect. Got it. So the one thing we've concluded is that we would be killing a lot of things.
And I would try looking into houses to see if there's any supplies.
All right, that's cool. What would you do with things like transportation, things like public health? Do you think it was worth any time to control maybe transportation, control pathways where people walk? What do you think?
It would definitely be good to make pathways, but all the transport would probably be broken down by the time we get the tools to fix them.
Good. Cool. Okay, so public transportation may be broken down. We will isolate you going down maybe some certain paths, whatever. What do you think about preserving running water, sewage, being sanitary? Do you think that's helpful in a situation?
Sanitary at that point wouldn't do much, but we would definitely need to keep a lot of water, look in houses to see if there's any bottled water.
Survival, see if there's bottled water in houses. Say not so much about sewage, not so much about pipelines or whatever. Cool, that's okay. All right. So community preparedness, right? So now we've been mobilizing, we've been pushing people back, we've been making people go up certain roads, ever looking for survivors, looking for additional equipment. We've taken all these precautions. Now down the road, let's say we actually do find out how to stop the zombie infection. What planning mechanisms would you begin to start bringing people back into the towns or start bringing normalcy? What would be some things that you would focus on?
So we would try to find power plants and connect them to big lights to attract people.
Cool, big lights to attract people. What am I missing in this video? What kind of lights am I missing in this video?
LED.
I'm missing LED lighting. I do not have LED lighting. It would get more people, according to Holden. My 9-year-old nephew is telling me about SEO. Are we going into 10? We may be going into 10. We're going to...
So we are probably going to make this a 2-part video.
If it disconnects.
Yeah, and we only have not even a minute left, so
cool.
I guess our 10 minutes is up.
Let's try it. We'll keep going until it shuts off. I don't want to give it up yet. I'm optimistic. If it shuts off, we will have a part 2. Okay?
No, if it shuts off all the stuff we have,
No, it should save it. I see it save it now. It wasn't doing that.
What do you mean it wasn't?
He's not optimistic because this thing shut on us later. We're just gonna deal with it. All right. So look, let's wrap. So let's go. So you know what? We can wrap this up.
It's gonna turn off in 10 seconds.
We can wrap this up. If it doesn't turn off, we're gonna be good. It's fine. We got this. Let's shoot.
It's gonna turn off.
Let's shoot. All right. Last emergency hazard kit. Holden, go. What are the things you would right now, off the top of your head, what are the things you would want for your emergency hazard kit? He waited till 10. Now you feel comfortable? What emergency hazard kit do you need? All right, what would you get? Go.
First aid kits, band-aids, things like that.
Anything else? What about water? Food?
We covered water like 3 times already.
Flashlights? Would you do flashlights?
Of course, if it's a nighttime, we're definitely gonna need to go out and look for any kind of sleeping supplies we can possibly find.
Batteries, maybe?
Batteries, we will definitely need that, but after some time, that's gonna come to no use because
They're gonna die.
they're all gonna acetate.
That's right. Look at that big word, huh? Say it one more time.
Acetate.
What's acetate, Olden?
When batteries just blow up and have leak.
Like what happens in my car when I have my lights on overnight. They just blow up and leak everywhere. Okay, last ideas. What are some other unusual items? What do you think about baby supplies? Valuable or no?
At this point, the babies. Maybe we should skip this part.
Maybe skip the part. You don't want to throw in other words, we may throw the babies at the zombies and then run for our lives. Because I only have to outrun that baby, and I'll be fine. Here at Millennial Law, we don't condone throwing babies at zombies. We like to save the children here at Millennial Law. What about games and activities? Would you want a board game in the event of a zombie apocalypse?
Well, if we have everything we need after a few months and we get all the supplies we need, we will start just getting things that we don't need, like things like board games.
Gotcha. What about pet supplies?
If anyone has pets, we'll try to find that too.
Cool. Okay. Two-way. Any value in two-way radios?
If we're going to look for pets, we're probably going to need to go to New York. Okay. And
What's in New York? For pets. I can't get a
wow,
pet here.
that's already 12
Right,
minutes.
not bad. All right, so we will go. So I will only have one more question about this, and then we will shut this down.
Okay.
For whatever reason, the CDC says we should be bringing deeds, passports, and birth certificates. Do you think there's any value to having a deed, passport, and a birth certificate
Absolutely no.
when we're getting eaten by zombies?
No.
Thank
There
you.
is literally no point
Thank you.
in that.
Thank you. So the CDC has been working on this plan since 2011, and the best they could do is birth certificates, deeds, and passports. This is where we're all going to die, people, if the CDC is in charge. So this has been the zombie apocalypse with Holden. I have no idea how anybody's going to use this, but it was hysterical, and I can't believe we fund the CDC millions of dollars to do stuff like this. Is there anything you'd like to say before we break out for this, Holden?
You need to get LED lights.
I need LED
Bye,
lights.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.
This was a good time. I'll probably be here in the next part.
Yeah,
Actually,
probably.
I will definitely be here in the next part.
Yep.
It's probably going to be recorded on the same day.
Right, probably. And we also need to do something different than zombies, though.
Okay, we're already 13 minutes in. It's probably going to start glitching now. Bye.